India has also developed an indigenous testing kit for spotting the COVID-19 infection. The kit is said to be pretty simple, cheap, and has also got the approval from the top medical and virology research bodies in the country. Now, the kit is expected to soon be available across government-approved testing centres and private labs. Now, India's COVID-19 testing facilities received a shot in the arm from screening of the virus to its identification. It will now take less than 3 hours. And this has been made possible by an Indian firm which has reduced the turnaround time for testing COVID-19 infections. Now, WION spoke to the medical director of the Pune-based Mylab Discoveries to know more about this kit. The kit has got production license from the Central Drugs Standards Control Organization. The Indian Council of Medical Research has also validated these kits to 100% sensitivity for the novel coronavirus at the time of testing.
When the unfortunate events started panning out early in January, one major thing that the WHO and CDC did this time around was they made the genome public, which is the particular virus strain which is causing this pandemic. They made it known to all the manufacturers across the globe. So now, as a company which is big time into R&D and developing new kits, our team of R&D really put in a lot of efforts, and we developed this particular kit based on real-time technology, targeting this particular virus, the strain of virus causing the COVID-19 pandemic. Then, obviously, we were confident about it. The next thing we did, we went to the CDSCO and got a test license. Now, here is somewhere I'd really like to thank all the authorities, especially the CDSCO, NIV, ICMR laboratories, because they did the evaluation very fast. So they took about 8 to 10 days to carry out the evaluation. Just yesterday, ICMR, NIV passed on the evaluation report to CDSO, and we got the license yesterday. We were always very confident about the quality of the kit because we've been developing these kits for the last 2 or 3 years of different pathogens. But it was a big relief to know that our kit had 100% sensitivity and 100% specificity.
All right, now this testing kit promises to deliver results in just about 2.5 hours. Globally, COVID-19 testing kits follow a two-step process of screening and identification, which takes a minimum of 4 to 6 hours. So how does this kit cut the turnaround time for delivering results? Listen in.
Our team has already started putting a lot of effort. We are already looking at, coming out with the first batch of kits, maybe end of day tomorrow or early day after tomorrow. So our capacity initial capacity is about 15,000 tests, 15,000 patient testings a day to begin with. But over the next 5 to 7 to 8 days, we can double it, or maybe we can even go higher than that, up to 50,000 tests a day by the end of the month if the need arises. The one method of finding out if someone is infected is to carry out a screening. And if the screening comes out to be positive, then people carry out a second stage test, which is a confirmation test. In case of our kit, what we're trying to do is we're trying to put the screening and identification together. So within 2.5 hours, you get to know an actual result.
Now, the Indian government has capped the price for COVID-19 testing at rupees 4,500 rupees per kit, which is about less than $60. Now, being an Indian company, these indigenous kits will be available at a much cheaper price.
We have taken into consideration a lot of factors, and especially considering that, a country like India needs a cost-effective kit. I think the price that has been given out by the government, I think that's about 4,500 rupees to the patients. I think we are targeting at a price of about 1/3 to 1/4 of that price to the laboratories. And, a lot depends on the volumes and other factors, but that's what we are targeting.
About 120 government-approved testing labs and private diagnostic chains will receive these kits within a span of a week. Presently, some 15,000 patients can be tested in a day. The company plans to enhance production to 50,000 kits per day. Several other Indian firms are also in the process of developing similar kits in the coming days.
C'est quantifier les virus qui sont dans notre banque de travail. Comme ça, après, travailler avec un modèle physiologique, vraiment cette particularité.